Welcome to Positive Psychology. This video will answer your questions about what is positive psychology, and who invented it, and why it is essential for your success, and what are the elements of happiness. So keep tuned and let's dive to the content. What is positive psychology? It is simply a science that measures and is concerned about the life worth living. Often you will hear people call it the science of positive psychology or science of happiness. Many of us didn't even know what the science of happiness exists, did you? Regardless if you're just trying to understand what positive psychology is all about or want to get some more detailed information, I will do my best to address it here. Science of positive psychology is defined by Dr. Martin Seligman and Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. It's study of positive emotions, positive character, and positive institutions. This idea here is not to replace traditional psychology and what we learn about human sufferings and disorders, but rather to supplement traditional psychology. It is very, very important that you understand this fact because people get confused with the term positive psychology. Another thing that I get asked while having simply discussions with friends is that a lot of people confuse positive psychology with positive thinking, or what is called sometimes a law of attraction. The major difference is that this is a science, which means it is measured and then applied. Science and scientific research prove the tools and methods that brings us happiness. Now with traditional psychology we were focusing on repairing damage, and with positive psychology we focus to build on good things, on positive qualities of people and organizations. You know what's really interesting is that positive psychology focuses on past, which is experienced, future, which is hope and optimism, and present, which is flow. Please review flow as discussed before in previous video. Traditional psychology is concerned about helping people get from not so great life and depression into okay life. There's a certainly place for traditional psychology trying to fix what's wrong, and for some of us that is absolutely necessary. However, focusing on what's right with people is what positive psychology is all about. If you look at the scale, they would be taking people in traditional psychology from -5, -10 towards 0. Positive psychology is concerned more about what's good about you rather than what's wrong with you. I want to make that clear again, that positive psychology is not here to replace traditional psychology, but rather to be in addition to it. So now we're taking you from that 0 to +1, +2, +5. Now let's discuss elements of happiness, but first don't forget to share and subscribe. Elements of happiness. Let's look at the research done by University of California, Professor Sonia Lyabomirsky. It shows that 50% is related to our genes. So some of us are simply born happier. That 10% are the life circumstances where we live, how we live, and 40% is totally depending on us, and it is what we do on a daily basis. This is what research shows. But I want to make one thing clear: for some people that have very difficult life, not enough food nor shelter, or simply very difficult circumstances, it is certainly more than 10%. Research numbers apply to majority of us, not for everyone. One thing that we know that we can enhance. 40% is up to us. We can stretch this 40%, make it even higher, because it is what we do on a daily basis that matters. It is what we do on a daily basis that can make us more or less happier, and I'll show tools in the upcoming videos to enhance our happiness. Happiness is about the journey and not the end goal. I will put for you the tools to being able to cultivate happiness, but always keep in mind that happiness is a byproduct, not the end goal. So for example, before I start my health coaching business, it was so overwhelming that I had to study nutrition and psychology to be able to coach people the right way, and throughout that journey I felt happiness in learning throughout the way, and learning from mistakes. That was the real happiness, the whole journey. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for daily content and comment below.